Welcome back, and let's shift our focus now to gold. The prices stand at around $2,000 per ounce, backed by demand for a safe haven and the conflict in Middle East. Earlier in October, prices hit a record high in various countries, including Australia, Japan, China, Taiwan. Besides the Israel-Hamas war, several other factors are impacting the prices. These include the U.S. debt crossing $33 trillion and fund buying in gold despite bond yields at near 16-year highs. Back home in India, the fourth quarter sales are expected up by nearly 10 to 15% year-on-year basis thanks to the festive season. And speaking of the festival season, Tata's fine jewelry brand Zoya has launched a new diamond jewelry collection. We are now joined by Ajoy Chawla. He's CEO at the Titan Jewelry Division. Ajoy, hi, thank you so much for joining us. And first of all, the latest, collection, what is the theme, what's inspiring that, and how are you looking at the overall wedding season?
Yes, we are very excited to launch this new collection called Her Becoming by Zoya. And this is for the festive period and beyond. It's the first time we are launching a high jewelry collection from Zoya in a big way. When I say high jewelry, we are talking about jewelry in which, the pieces are from 20 lakhs upwards all the way to 1 crore. And it is a white look diamond jewelry collection and has very special cuts. There are different shapes of diamonds, from unique shapes like trapezoidal shapes and Cadillac shapes, which is like a pentagon, an extended hexagonal shape, and some special cut baguettes as well. So each piece has been very carefully selected, because this is a collection which is inspired by geometric shapes. It is in fact inspired by ikat, which is something which is popular amongst a certain segment of customers, especially the well-heeled and those with refined taste. So inspired by ikat, which is geometric shapes, this is something that has gone into even the selection of the stones. The collection is absolutely beautiful. You have to see it. I can't put it in words.
All right. Ajoy, what is the purpose behind putting high-priced jewelry? I mean, as you said, it begins with 20 lakhs, goes up to 1 crore. What is the kind of market and participation and buying that you're anticipating?
So Zoya as a brand has been coming of age. It has done some absolutely stunning pieces and collections in the past. We believe that the luxury market is poised at a very interesting stage. The HNI numbers and UHNI numbers in India have been going up. Our per capita income of $2,000 threshold has been crossed. And we believe the luxury market is really poised for a big growth. We have been investing in Zoya in a big way. And the thought behind this launching of this high jewelry collection is really about putting a stake out there and saying, here we are, the customer is ready, we think India is ready, and that's why we launched this collection. Her Becoming, in a way is also appealing to the Zoya woman. The Zoya woman is unique. She is crafting her own destiny, and so is Zoya the brand. And we believe that the market is ready for this. So that's the thought behind launching this high jewelry collection, Her Becoming, this year.
So, Ajoy, what's the number? What kind of market growth are you seeing for the luxury jewelry if you look at the last couple of years, let's say?
Over the last couple of years, we've been really seeing a terrific growth. In fact, if I were to look at the last 3 to 4 years, 3 years if I see, we've really gone, from around the 70 crore mark to 240 crores last year. And this year also the growth has been good in the first 6 months. So we are really seeing a fabulous growth for Zoya. And that's what's giving us the confidence that the market is ready and our customer is ready.
Sticking with Zoya then, we have seen huge expansions and has been the case pan-India as well. How's the growth been? What is the vision ahead in sense of expansion and more stores?
So if I go back 4 years, we had 3 stores in Zoya. Today we have 8. This year we've added 1 in the first half. but there are several others which we have signed up or are in the pipeline. Execution in Zoya takes time because every store is a labor of love, just like every collection. So it does take time, and therefore we can't commit how many. But over the next 1 year, we can safely assume that 8 will go to 14, perhaps even 15 in the next 1 year. And therefore we are seeing a terrific growth in the presence of Zoya. It's not just number of stores, it's also the markets in which it's present, and it's also establishing a footprint across the top, 7, 8 towns in the country.
Ajoy, this is via and not so confirmed report, but we do understand that India spends somewhere between 40 to 50,000 crores on jewelry per month, and during festivities, the spending is even higher. What's your sense this festival season demand, and what kind of growth number are you working with?
Sorry, Manisha, I can't talk about numbers. It is a silent period unless you want me out of my job. No, but seriously, it is a silent period for us. Our board meeting is on the 3rd of November. It's only after the 4th that we can speak numbers. But yes, we have declared certain growth in Q2, which was made available to the stock exchanges. And therefore, the first half has been very good. Surely there is some benefit in that of the Shraddh period, which was last year in September. This year it's in October. So how it plays out like to like, we'll have to see. We'll know only by the time Diwali is done. But so far the going is good, and we are very positive. There's no reason for us to feel otherwise. And certainly we are planning for good growth. Let's see where it takes us. I can't comment anything about the future or the numbers because we really don't know. But so far it's been good. The first half has been very good.
So Ajoy, would you say that the Indian customer is spoiled for choice right now because you have diamonds and luxury jewelry and better demand coming in for rubies, sapphires, lab-growns? I mean, there's just so much to choose from.
Yes, that's true. Indian consumer is spoiled for choice. But I think the opportunity that India represents is far more than the choice that may be here today. If you look at internationally, there are many, many more brands. India is still kind of coming of age, if you ask me. Quite a few brands have come in, but there is a lot more opportunity sitting here. So in terms of products, yes, there's a lot of choice. But in terms of brands, in terms of players, in terms of the sheer opportunity, and Indian market is also formalizing fast. The jewelry market, which has been largely unorganized and informal, has become much more formal. So the opportunity for organized players, good brands, continues to be very good, and the headroom for growth for such players is very good.
We do understand that much of the jewelry that is bought into India is almost 60 to 65% gold, if not more. How would you look at the gold jewelry demand growth versus the other categories? And the markets now also are looking apart from 22 to 18 to 14 carat as well. How do you see these trends moving?
I think all categories are growing. Gold jewelry is growing, diamond jewelry is growing, color stone is also growing. Very little to distinguish between the growths of these. Gold is more than 75, close to 80% of the market, I would say, if not more. For the overall industry, for us, of course, it's a different ratio. But the opportunity in each of these segments is high, and I really can't distinguish which one is growing better or faster. There is always there's a scope in each of these categories, and it's all of them are seeing very good growths.
Okay, so growth across, and 75% of jewelry in India still is gold, but other categories as well growing. Ajoy, as always, thank you so much for joining us, and happy festivities to you. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Commodity Champions. Thank you for watching.